Yo. I need a sound check from the crowd, man. What's up, y'all, man? It's been a long time coming. You know how it is, man. Life be life. But god dang, it feel good to be back. I worked my way back. No, ain't nobody quit. None of that. It's just life be life. Sometimes you drift off, but sometimes you got to finish that sandwich. Sometimes you got to finish that goddamn sandwich that you started on. And that's what I'm doing, man. It ain't, it ain't. You get to stop being in the shadows sometimes, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Sometimes you just gotta, jump back on that pony. No homo. Get back to it. But hey, right now, man, we got pandemonium everywhere. People are going crazy. People are saying stupid stuff. Speaking of stupid stuff, man, the Grammys just passed. And I'm talking about people was talking out their head. I didn't even watch it. I didn't even want to watch it. But, people was all talking crazy. A lot of people won some awards. Pusha T. Oh, speaking of Pusha T, his name ain't pushing very good. But I just wanted to say, I'm not pointing no fingers at nobody. I'm not, accusing this person of doing anything. I'm not that type of person that would do that. That's not my nature. But thanks to PBD, go get you a mug, man. Go get you a mug. I don't know if you can see it or not. Go get you a mug. They're like $20. Shouts out to PBD, man. Shouts out to PBD. Shouts out to PBD. Shouts out to PBD, man. They got these mugs selling. And what's written on them? Allegedly. Because you got to say that nowadays. I'm not in the business of pointing fingers. Because, I'm a conspiracy guy. I feel like this is not nothing true. This is not nothing real. This ain't no, I found out about this. I found out about that. No, this is just me going outside of the box, being somewhere else. I feel like we was trained up for allegations of children. I just felt like that. You look at, certain things that happen. I ain't saying like, I'm just saying like, it's starting to get real normal to point at a person and say, hey, you was messing with children. You was doing this. You was doing that. I'm not in the business of doing that. I'm just saying these are the files. And everybody probably already uncovered and saw other people mentioning it. Even though a lot of people are mentioning it, most of these are allegations. I'm not in the business of saying who said what, who did what. I just want to uncover them just like you. But it's kind of getting bad on the music side because you got artists that's starting to get real political. And you got artists too that's starting to venture over to the weird land. It's starting to get crazy. I mean, you all like if even way back to 2000, music has also had the dark side, like the Illuminati, They also, it's also been allegations of certain people are relevant because not because of their music, because rituals. It's also eerie on, just music by itself. Like you can just go on YouTube, you can go on, you just do your research. Cause that's a rabbit hole. That's a rabbit hole right there. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a rabbit hole by itself. But music by itself got its subliminal signals. I don't care how much you ignore it or how much you see it. Somewhere down the line, you're gonna be like, dang, bro, I just pulled up. Like, bro, just he did a sign, like some shit like that. Some shit like that. It's also subliminals that you don't know. It also has been some people have encountered um, code names, um, alleged, just stuff on the darkness. Sometimes you ain't gonna reach that level of weirdness unless you are um, either that famous or that rich, point blank. But it always has been, circling around music because there's also a conspiracy about people. The reason why they're so popular, I also too. I also too as like wanted that too because you realize some of this music don't relate towards the normal person, or some of these people has you know made different type of music, and you could say it's for broader band of people. But sometimes you'd be like, yo, I'm not saying this stuff true. Everybody got their conspiracies, but we just got to jump into it because that's what's going on. That's what's going on, man. And I already know there's a lot of wokies out there that just wanna. Are you gonna talk about how Trump in it too? Like I said, I'm not in the business of doing that. I'm not in the business of putting that out there. Wow. But one thing I can say, alleged, allegedly, I'm not here to take up for nobody, but this is very good content to get to. Jay-Z, Harvey Weinstein, Pusha T is mentioned in the latest Epstein file. Yes. The Department of Justice on Friday released 3 million documents from the Epstein files, along with 2,000 videos, roughly 180 images. The batch include a lot of celebrities. I ain't saying just Jay-Z, but a lot of celebrities mentioned in the Epstein file. But one particularly we are uncovering, Jay-Z, Pusha T. The mentions of Truro did not come from Epstein's personal records, nor reports corroborated by the law enforcement. The rappers and the disgraced Hollywood mogul were named in a tip to the FBI, which was archived as part of the Epstein investigation. The tip itself does not imply these individuals were investigated, nor does it in any way imply guilt for these accusations, as stated by the DOJ, because the sweeping of the nature of the Epstein Files with the Transparency Act, everything was sent to the FBI by public in relation to the case was slated for release, meaning some of the accusations posed to be fake or falsely submitted. How I look at it, is just the fact that you probably did have some of these girls go through what they went through, but you probably had some girls just wanted to give a story. That's just my theory. Some of these girls was giving out stories that could possibly be true. The FBI investigated, and then it turned out to be a loose end. But I just wanted myself to read about it, because a lot of these allegations, they don't look good, especially with this one. It talks about a 1996 incident where, Harvey Weinstein did some things to a female on the Epstein Island. And this victim this victim pointed out certain people. And it mentioned Jay-Z. Everybody have their allegedly. Just say everybody say allegedly. Type in allegedly. Just type in allegedly. Type in allegedly and type in allegedly in the chat. Because you got to say allegedly. I'm not trying to get sued by anybody. I'm not trying to get sued by Tasha K. And I have to give I just got to pay somebody 80, 100 million because I'm pointing the fingers that I don't know. Me is not pointing out this stuff. This stuff is public knowledge. But I'm not in the business of exposing no one. I'm not no vigilante. I'm none of that. I am strictly just want to read it for myself, what's being out there. Because it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope, man. Because we are in the business of trying to trust the government as much we supposed to. And for some reason, this Epstein file had us still with a brick wall with the government on transparency. And also, you could say some of the wokies out there, they were using this as I'm going to say they'll weaponize the Epstein file towards Trump. Now, I can't say his name was mentioned in it. At first, like my natural instinct is like, ugh. Ugh. It's like that's not a good look. I don't care who you is. I don't care who you is. You mention yourself in these type of allegations, it don't look good. That's why I said we were probably trained up for this. You can say that. The whole thing with Drake and Kendrick, he started pointing at him, saying he a pedophile, and then You won. You won the battle. It's game over. And it's kind of sad because those are the worst allegations to get. I don't, as a man, as a grown man, to have those type of allegations, those the worst one to have. I hate we are getting to the point of normalizing these allegations, normalizing those type of allegations, because it seems like it's getting too easy to point at a person and say, "Hey, I got, I got, hey, you, this saying that you pointed at a person, bro, and I don't like it." But it's like, I don't know what these people know. I don't know what these people, I don't know what these artists has seen on the other side. I just know that it's probably some stuff that I haven't seen. But it's crazy though, because one thing, back in the day when I used to do this, the Illuminati, I don't care anybody said. If 26 years ago, not 26 years, but 10 years ago, you was in that rabbit hole. You was in that rabbit hole of looking at YouTube videos about the Illuminati. You probably looking at them to this day. I don't care who you is. I don't care who you is. Everyone has done that. Everyone has done that, bro. Everybody has seen couple. Um, everybody done seen some videos. I don't care anybody say. Everybody has seen a couple videos on. Um, everybody has seen. Everybody has seen a video of these rituals that goes on the behind the scenes. I don't. Yeah, whoever who you are, you have looked up on YouTube and seen the behind the scenes of such and such. But now we getting to the age that it's like, maybe, maybe. But once again, I'm not. I don't want to do that. I don't want to point at that person and say they did it. But it's like, just know that some of these people in music, so I'm trying to give you the truth. Like I said, I'm not in the business of pointing at people, and I'm not in the business of pointing people and saying that, oh yeah, he definitely. But you can look at some of these lyrics. They're not good. They're nice lyrics. Let me get this stuff off. I mean, they lyrics. You know what I'm saying? That's all, and that's also. This is also the lyrics from. I think he won. Did he won the Emmy? I mean, he won a Grammy off this song. I hate the fact I got this up. So get it off. Yes. Stop seeing it as don't need it. Thank you. But you can hear it. He said, Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you do is talk about is King Rich. Choke my neck, nigga. Ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips. You run from the spirit of repossession. Too much animal covers your necklace. I buy bitches. You buy sections. You buy watches. I buy collections. Some people who be on the conspiracy side, they be like, yo, they tell you in the music, bro. They tell you in the music. Me being a normal guy, bro, I'm not gonna say, hey, yep, he did it. Those are bars. I just take it as those are bars. But one thing is like when these allegations came out, now you starting to look at these people's lyrics and behaviors is kind of different. That's why I did it myself to even just to look at them. Because I don't want to go and go off of what I don't want to go off of things I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's, I don't know what's what. We all in that. Since we got the Transparency Act, you better go just read for yourself. If you don't, that's on you. You better go see it. But all this is allegedly. All this stuff is allegedly. It say approximately 1994. Redacted. Revealed herself as a past victim of sex abuse and described abuse during parties. This is the alleged of 1996 because they say the incident happened. And it said approximately 1996 resided with such and such, redacted, and an unknown man abducted her. And when she later woke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter. While Weinstein had inserted himself in redacted, it believed she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida. Redacted estimated she was abducted on several occasions, waking up each time on an opulent indoor setting, suffered from SA on multiple occasions in which Epstein participated. Recall Leon Black and William Barr. And this is the current United States Attorney General being present on some of these occasions of abuse. Wow. You see that? Then that's when it's getting tore up too. But this is just getting real bad. That's why I just don't want to, be on here and just try to make it seem like I know everything what happened. I know. No, I just want to be real with y'all. Just some good content right here. Just to, show y'all what's being said. Cause all this allegedly. I'm not that type of dude that's trying to tear down no one's respect, no one's, identity. I don't know nothing, but these are the fouls. That was the 1996 incident. She said Leon Black also and William Barr were also in that incident. Then you can go all the way to 27. I mean, my bad, 2007. Like I told you, 2007. I don't anybody back in the day, you was up looking at these YouTube videos of conspiracy. I don't care who you are. You was up looking at these videos and you was like, yo, especially especially if you was an artist. Especially if you was like an upcoming artist, it spooked you out on the level of, do I want that type of success? Or do I want to be a part of that type of, I can't explain it. But it was like, me, I'm an artist, but I'm looking at all these allegations and what you might have to do to become very famous, what you got to do to reach the different heights of being an artist. And it kind of gives you chills because it's like, you know what you want to do, but what if it was like that? I can't tell you if it was. I can't tell you if it's actually like that. One thing all these people say, you're being warned. If all this, if it is behind the scenes of being an artist is closer to you to be demonic, you've been warned. Don't act like you ain't never seen. Don't act like you ain't never heard about all these allegations of stuff that go behind the scenes. Don't act like you ain't never seen it. But I'm gonna go right ahead. Because the 1996 said with Jay-Z, that was the 1996 incident. Allegedly. Can I say that one more time? Allegedly. Um, the one with Pusha T. Yeah. Pusha T. The one with Pusha T. This caller, um, said that she was approached on the street by an unknown man. They invited her to a party, and it turns out to be Harvey Weinstein and Pusha T. Allegedly. But let's look at them files. Let's look at them files. I hope I ain't got that. Because, I mean, it's a transparency act. If you wanted to see it, go see yourself and see the files. And PDF is a file type. It ain't got nothing to do with what these people did. I just don't, I don't want to read stuff from vanity. I don't want to do that. I want to read it myself. She said estimated She was abducted on occasions. Um, oh, my bad. I already read that. In approximately 2006, redacted, last recalled being abused by Epstein on each occasion, redacted. She believed she was drugged. Cloudly, she was drugged. Cloudly, her memory, she don't know, redacted. Um, um, attributed um, by the drugging as frequently performed by persons as handlers. So these people was basically their traffickers. And she also described a person who established friendships with the victims among her handlers. Redacted, identified the artist, Pusha T. And she said in 2007, redacted, attended a party, redacted, following invitation from an unknown man who approached her as she walked down the street. Harvey Weinstein and Pusha T also attended that party and drugged her before engaging in the sexual abuse. Redacted, claimed to have additional information of other persons involved in the expertise and information related to racketeering conduct in support of trafficking. Redacted further believed she was under surveillance and stalked at the direction of people involved of SA. Redacted confirmed she was not diagnosed with mental illness. Redacted refused to provide her physical address, advising that she maintained no permanent address. Rather, she moved between. She was staying at different hotels. The way she put it out, like she was in danger. She knew she was in danger if she gave up certain information. I don't care what you. I mean, it. I don't. It's kind of crazy though. But once again, these allegations, these allegations are not. I will say, excuse me. I'm gonna say these allegations right here, like they're not true. I mean, they could possibly be true, but the FBI said they looked into it and they didn't find nothing. They didn't find nothing. They said the caller had a permanent address and moved between hotels. That's what she said. The FBI documented the tip without further notice in the release of files. So they looked it up. I mean, so they did their investigation. Some officers pointed out the inconsistencies of the account, such as the timelines with Jay-Z was an upcoming rapper in 1996. And that's when he debuted Reasonable Doubt. And also Pusha T was 19. So they saying that some of these people, I mean, they saying that Pusha T and Jay-Z was on the come up. So it's like, how would these people have that much, motion to do such a thing? That's why that's why you just gotta say allegedly. You gotta say allegedly. Let me show y'all the clip again. Say allegedly with me. Allegedly. Just say allegedly. Because I don't know what to tell you, but just know that these are heinous crimes, and um, I don't like when people. I don't like this witch hunt. Maybe I mean I can't recall none of this, but maybe around this time, maybe around this time, um, maybe around this time there was just so many loose ends, or maybe the FBI was trying to encourage more girls to give out information, so they probably awarded some of these girls, and some of these girls were just giving out information, trying to get something out there. Maybe they got something in return. I don't know, man. I just know these claims are allegedly. I'm not here taking up for Jay-Z or Pusha T. I'm not here to point the finger. I just wanted to read the PDF files that was out here and just let y'all know, man, hey, um, it's getting more eerie. It's getting more dangerous. The more and more we cover it, the more and more we cover allegations, the more we cover, the opposite side of what's going on, because we really don't know until you reach that level. But that's all I got for you guys. This episode will be uploaded, and I just want to tell y'all, stay safe out here, man, because you never know what's going on. Um, Hopefully I can get some more content like this out the way. But I just want to let y'all know we still alive and we still going. I don't want y'all to think that we gave up. No, we ain't give up. We're just trying to work smarter. We're just trying to work, better. But it's Big Dave. Big Dave 1500 is my Twitter. Holla at me, man. Or hit me up. You already know this First Game Podcast. See you later.